Okay, welcome back to V2 Gaming. My name is Volgraza, and today we're going to be talking about the new update for Space Engineers. Yes, so many updates. Let's take a look. Alright, update 1.077, the option to show and hide blocks on your HUD in the terminal. Oxygen venting now affects players and floating items, so now you can have rapid decompression. Get sucked into space, kind of like my video where I did it with a faux effect. Now you can actually be sucked into space. You can switch your helmet on and off by pressing J, and now you have scenarios. We are not going to cover those because of reasons. Oh god, yes. And then, of course, there's the horrible thing that happens when you switch your helmet on and off. Oh god, and the thing. Are you terrified? No? No, not really.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. All right. So what are we covering first on the list here? Oh yes, our station here. Let's give you the grand tour while we're doing the update. Okay, so you may notice this one from the update movie we did where the artificial intelligence me sucked me into space and killed me. Thank you for that, Saladin. I really appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Massive Ego kind of took over.
Yeah. Anyway, we did a cool new series called V2 Extra where we basically just recorded ourselves building this thing or working on it. We didn't record from the beginning, but from now on we'll be doing V2 Extra, so be on the lookout for that. We're only be short episodes, like maybe 30 minutes or less, depending on the length, so I'll try to just edit out all the boring stuff and just put in the dialogue, so... Or if I see something interesting that we're doing, I'll leave that in.
It'll be
Anyway,
a quick update video seeing what our progress is of different projects we might be working on.
exactly. So, anyway, this is that station. It's Saladin's Abode, and it is available. Will be available on the Steam Workshop after this video is released. Let's kind of give you the grand tour. Why don't we start in the what do you call this upper area, Saladin?
Basically, this is the storage and how do you want to say it? The storage, basically just storage and where all the materials come in.
Okay.
Or the majority of the materials, I say, because there are three connectors up here.
There's one up there and one on either side, right?
Now, this is like what we've used, or what I've used, I should say, is one large container and then 4 small containers. Now, all those connectors actually have the sorter blocks, and they pull everything out of those connectors and put them into the containers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they're one way. People can't pull stuff out. They can only put stuff into the system. The bottom connector, I might change that around so you can actually pull stuff out. But that will be for pretty much for an update afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a lot of extra room left up here.
Yeah, nice little viewing area. You can watch ships dock and stuff.
Yeah, I did that on purpose so you can actually add more containers or more whatever you want to do. I was going to condense this down to just house what we needed it, but it kind of looks cool. You can probably take this out and put it in someplace else in the station, but for right now, I just put it here because it's simple. There's nothing big and fancy with it. Connectors go into the container, come out, and then it gets fed down.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go down here. You will see on the windows there's actually the airtight hangar doors.
Mm-hmm.
Just in case you have contact with enemies or pretty much anything. All this is air pressurized. It is tested. The air does work in here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we go down here, you're going to see, well, this little box is not needed. Let's see. All right, you need to stop, like, jumping around here. Cause that's,
I'm sorry.
There we go. There is air pressurized doors right here. So mainly it's maintenance only up top until you put something in there. So, but next we are going to go to the main area here, which is going to be our life support area.
Yep.
In here, you're going to find a large reactor. You're not going to find a small reactor on this because a large reactor does power everything.
Yep. Perfect.
There are 4 batteries here. They are all set to recharge right now. So if you do have issues and you need to have a power boost, that's where you're going to get your power.
Ooh, what does this button do?
We do have all of basically the sorters and everything named and set up, so it all goes to the right areas and only gets what it needs. Oxygen tanks, there's 4 of them on this one. It's a little overboard for the oxygen tanks, but you never know what happens in space.
Oh,
right.
Cool. So this opens the windows over here?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, all windows have the
blast door, or the
blast doors. There
the
is a control panel, so to speak, right here to the left of the door. Each one of these going from left to right controls the windows on this whole station. Then you have to turn on and off the all processing, which we'll get into in a bit. That's all processing, arc reactors, refineries, all that kind of stuff.
That's that stuff up there.
And this one was, the last one is the production. The first one is actually to turn on and off the antenna. Sounds like a simple thing, but when you're in survival and you have enemies, you don't always want to be known. And you're not always going to be using drones and stuff like that. So I put it in. It kind of personal choice. I put it in there. You guys can take it out. Main lobby area, still wide open. It's a lot of room to expand. You can do a lot of stuff.
Are these rooms? They look like
in the rooms, they're named, I think, 12 and something else.
23 or something like that.
Yep. The room that Valgraza is currently in does not have a medical bay. The other side does have a medical bay. You may put one in later, trying to keep it simple in this. And there are 2 hangars on here. There are windows to get into them or look in through. There is heavy armor on the floor due to small ships can land in there. And I didn't want to take the chance of having anything broken.
Yeah.
It's a pretty wide opening for each of these. They have their own air pressurization in there. So you do have your own air supply in there. If you want to, go ahead and go over to the door of Valgraza. And we're going to demonstrate the new little update they've done.
Okay, let me put on my helmet. Okay, I'm ready. Suck me into space.
You weren't close enough.
It wasn't? Did it not happen?
Nope.
Okay.
At least not on my screen.
It didn't happen on my screen either. Is this thing on?
Oh, because you already have your jetpack on.
Oh, I do? No, I don't. It's off. Let me just try going out. Alright. Wait for it to fill up with air and then push the button. Knock, knock.
Yeah, it won't work while you have
well, it should push me. There should have been an effect, but I don't see one. Should have been like a big blast of air. No, it'll push you even if you have your jetpack on. I've experienced this. Let me try pushing this button here.
First one.
Yeah, I know. It's the first one.
Nope. No effect. Just jetpack on, that's it.
Hang on. So I turn green, turns blue. Okay. Let's check to see if this air vent is pumping oxygen in or just kind of screwing around.
No, it's doing high. Yeah. When I did it, it was high.
Okay, it is on. Depressurize off. Okay. So there we go. It's glitched on my screen. It says it's none, and there's only one dot. So,
Just
all right, here we
hit
go.
it.
Just open the thing. I'm just gonna assume that it's full.
There it goes.
There. Did it push you?
Yep.
Okay, good.
All right, go by the door.
Okie doke.
Take 482.
482 my butt. This is like 5. Okay, I'm outside. Push the button.
Gotta wait for the oxygen.
Oh.
And poof.
Nope, nothing. Must be latency, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I'm in your world this time.
Yeah. Anyways.
Whatever.
Whee!
Okay, see that effect, guys? There wasn't a visual effect, but there was an effect. So, weird. Chalk that up to, you know, the game still being alpha. That's just how it is. It's frustrating as hell. But
in the ceiling here, you have 2 refineries and 1 arc furnace, and they are set up with the sorters. So only the minerals and resources the ores that it can process, it will process.
The most efficient way.
Yeah, and there is 1 sorter here that takes all ores and puts it into a chest or into a conveyor, and then out from that conveyor, it sorts it out, puts it into the right areas. From there, it's going not that direction. Mind you that everything here is conveyor. Everything is set up conveyor. You can access everything.
Mm-hmm.
Now, over on the side here, you're going to see 2 assemblers. There is a master and there is a slave. It is already set up that way, and it only outputs the stuff that you have and inputs the necessary requirements.
Mm-hmm.
So it's already set up. You don't have to deal with it. It's good.
Yep.
Now, there is a double door here for airlock purposes, and there is buttons set up for it. So first button opens up the airlock. Now in the middle here, there is another button panel, so you can get in here. And on the last button, so you're going to close the first one, and the middle button, so to speak, is the decompressurize thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't work that well, in my opinion. And then when they have the last button, so that way your whole station does not doesn't lose all its oxygen.
Are we gonna go a tour of the outside?
Oh yeah, we can.
Yeah, this is the only way in and out of the station, unless you cut a hole.
Yeah, because there is no buttons to open up the doors on the sides for the hangar doors. You have to be inside to open them. That is the only way for them to open.
Yep.
I may do an update, put a sensor on the front of it, on front of the doors, to accept small ships, to acknowledge small ships and open them. But that's later. Yeah. On the top here, you're going to see 2 rocket turrets. They are conveyored up. This station does come with some minerals resources already equipped.
And missiles.
Yep. And underneath here, you're going to see conveyor blocks. I left them exposed due to the options that you can't expand this out and put your own stuff in there, because once you're in exploration, you could put some pistons on there, but with the exploration mode, no pistons, no rotors. So I left the option there for you. You can put tubing out and make a large connector, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, you can cut away this window here and extend the station out if you'd like. You know, whatever you want to do.
But now on where we're sitting, this is technically the back end of it. Right underneath us is the life support. You'll notice that there are the airtight hangar doors all the way around this thing due to just being protected.
Yeah.
Now,
So
on the bottom here,
you get attacked, you can close them off.
On the bottom here, you will see the one rocket turret down here. I didn't put many down here due to the fact of this connector is the one connector that's on the bottom, mainly for a small ship. Don't expect to connect a large ship to this. This is a small ship connector. So it's something real simple, like your miner, like the one that comes with the game. You can put that miner on there. It does work. I cannot remember if we have the sorters on it. I don't think we do.
Yeah, we do.
Not on this one. On the other one, we do.
Okay. No, oh well, you know. If we don't, it's still good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's.
So. But
I think that's most everything for the station, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much everything for the station. I mean, it's really simple and to the point because, well, I like things really, really simple and easily expandable.
All right, one last thing before we go. We're going to show you the hide option. If you look in here, you'll see there's a lot of stuff. What you don't see is the lights. So if we turn this show hidden blocks, you can see there's a lot of stuff. You just don't really, it's not necessary to really have it all in the list. So now this new hide hide option where you can hide things that you basically you can say, let's see, show on terminal or show off on terminal, right? So you can turn that off and it will go back to off, and then you can turn, there you go.
Oh, I forgot to add the feature that I put on the top here.
Oh, which would be
all the heavy armor blocks.
Oh yeah, this is sort of a landing pad as well.
Yep, I put the connector up one due to how everything is working, but this way you can't connect a ship and not have to worry about busting up your top of your
station.
Ship. Yeah. Connectors on the sides are jetted out a little bit, so that way you do have a little wiggle room if your connector is inside or in a little bit on your ship.
Yeah.
And you don't have to worry about the thrusters because of how this is set up. The thrusters have a range of 5, so if you have a connector and your thrusters at the same point, you're not going to hit unless your thruster is right next to your connector, which is not good practice in the first place, but we won't say anything because some people do.
Yeah.
But if it is, so be it. But
that's cool. It's your design.
Yeah. So anyway.
Also, we're sorry that we haven't released the any more Dark Court ships at the moment. Halka has been having a lot of problems with the newer updates. For a while, it was me having problems with the updates. Now it's he's having problems with the updates. So his computer is the one who's publishing the ship. So we have not had a chance to release that. Plus, I've been working on other projects, trying to get together some kind of animation for Space Engineers. And I will be having an announcement video for something very important that's coming up next month, an event that we're going to be having. So be on the lookout for that. I'm going to be doing a sort of an animation test where it's just going to be like a close-up of a face and some lip syncing and stuff like that. It's going to be really cool, so keep your eyes peeled for that. This will be available on the Steam Workshop. We'll leave a link in the description below. If you like this the station, or you have any other questions about the update, you can come join our Steam group, V2 Gamers, and you're welcome to come and hang out with us. There's no pressure there. You can come and lurk if you want to. You don't have to take part in anything. but you're more than welcome to just come and hang or ask questions. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and be good.
And creative.
That's right. See you next time.